Because at the end of the day, as far as like the nickel up thing goes, I'm a hustler. That's what I am. I know how to fucking grind. I know how to like survive with nothing. I know how to like not have to. I know how to control like my spending and shit like that. I don't need a lot of money. Like I'm a hustler. That's what I am. You know what I mean? If you took all this social media shit away from me at the end of the day and just said, hey, Mark, there's no technology left, just live in the real world, I'd figure out a way to do it. I would sell fucking hats on the side of the street. Whatever. Welcome to the Nickel Up Podcast by Wags and Jacko.
That's a good intro. I like that intro.
Thanks,
We're going to use that
Margo.
intro from now on.
I'm
out.
neither of those people, in case you're listening and wondering who the host of this
Who
show
are you?
actually is. Mark Lewis, man. Massachusetts-based content creator.
Is cool.
It's cool. Yeah. That's the rest of it.
Where did the is cool come from?
Nowhere. It's like a joke, honestly. Like I wanted to I used to have like an Instagram name like Mark Lewis's Average, Mark Lewis's Lame, like different like self-deprecating shit. And I just picked Mark Lewis is cool. There's some people who think my name is Marcel, which makes no sense at all because I'm like, one, what do you think the rest of my name says? Two, it's not even spelt like that. There's an E between the C and the L. If my name was Marcel.
We'll be like Marcel, kind of like M-A-R-C-L-E,
Would you like a
Marcel.
morsel of chocolate?
Marcel Wiscool?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is
Marcel
like,
Wiscool. I like that.
yeah, Marcel Wiscu. Yeah, exactly.
I like
I'm
that
gonna be
a
like a
lot.
South African like college student. What was I gonna say?
But yeah, thanks for hopping on.
Yeah, it's great to be in this fucking place.
We really needed an episode today. We are like
Really?
We're doing this now and we're posting it
It's
tonight.
Monday, March 3rd.
In case you haven't if you haven't realized how slow business is around here,
It's the 3rd or the 4th?
it's the
It's the
third
4th,
of
and this
the
is coming
month.
out. We're filming this at 3 o'clock today, and it's coming out at 6 or 7.
Jesus Christ!
So we're desperate.
Hope this blows up to YouTube.
Yeah, it will.
That'd be
It will.
sick.
YouTube's been popping recently. We're at like 1,500
Yeah, he
subscribers.
was telling me actually.
Um,
My goal is 10K right off the bat.
Okay, let's do it.
That's what I want to hopefully get to. I know we can't use like the Mr. Beast recipe, but there's some other like formulas out there. I mean,
Sure.
it seems like you guys have it cranking on like with like the shorts and shit. So.
YouTube Shorts is great. Instagram Reels, TikTok. I mean,
You can monetize the shorts now too,
you
huh?
can, yeah.
Like a decent amount.
Solid. I mean, it's a low CPM, but like if you're pulling views, that's gonna be some money.
Is it better than the TikTok fucking shit?
I think it varies. I'm
I'm in the creativity program beta right now,
Yeah.
and that pays way better than the Creator Fund did.
Oh,
Way
the new
better than
TikTok
Creator-
one.
Yeah, I got invited to the program beta like almost a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Way better than the other one. The
So
other
talk
one
about
sucked.
your content, like about how you got started, like what type of content you make.
So I do just a lot of like I would say 70% of what I do is locally based content. Just stuff about Massachusetts, trying to insert like a Massachusetts person. Notice how it said Massachusetts, not Boston. So any of the gatekeeper like annoying people in the comment section, fuck you. But yeah, because that gets into a whole different like semantic line where you're just like, we're not from Boston. I think both people who gatekeep Boston and people who like try and say they're from the city when they're not are both equally as
What do you mean by
annoying.
gatekeep Boston?
People that are like, just stop saying you're from Boston if you didn't grow up in the city or in like one of the neighborhoods, obviously, and stuff
Okay,
like that.
gotcha. So claim Boston. Right?
Sure, yeah. That's a probably better term, yeah. But again, 70% mostly Massachusetts. I try and keep it varied. I have a true crime series that Dave's Hot Chicken sponsors. My biggest partner, longest standing partner. Thank you. I have like a traffic related or anything injury type related segment sponsored by Top Dog Law, my second longest tenured partner. Thank you. Great guys over there as well. And now they're both sponsoring the pod. So we have a podcast that's making money on episode 1, which, unless you're a fucking pro athlete, rap something, that almost doesn't happen, I feel like, right? You guys are even a little more in touch with the podcast realm than I am.
Sure.
Because I'm learning a lot, from you guys about like how you structure all this shit and everything. You guys are very knowledgeable, very smart. Clearly have this all set up the right way. I mean, I know we go back and forth breaking each other's balls and shit, but that's just the dynamic. You guys know I think very highly of you guys in all seriousness. I think you're both good dudes too.
When did you first see Nickel Up, like our stuff?
I forget some clip on either Instagram or TikTok, and you weren't even like interviewing anybody big.
Who was it? Do you
I
remember?
can't. I honestly can't remember. Some guy. It wasn't. Was it maybe an older cat, like an older dude?
Yo, you know what I think it was? I think it was Mikey and Brian Peluso.
Maybe.
Because
Maybe.
Brian
I remember this fella being like an older cat, like a
Was it in here? Did it look like, or was someone else somewhere else?
It might have been. It was more like at night.
So it was
Brian.
It was
It was
Brian
Brian.
because we talked about he had
Clothing brand.
He knew you.
Oh, really?
He knew your old man back from East Boston.
Did he really?
Yeah. So he mentioned you.
North
and he-
End.
Yeah.
There we go.
And
Yeah, no,
that's where
but-
he's from actually. Yeah, yeah.
It's okay. So that's funny. That's I just remembered that. I've never met him. Probably a good dude from what I would assume, but
Great guy.
yeah, no, that was the first clip I saw of you guys, and I was like, fuck, these guys are doing shit that looks like this in this city. I gotta reach out to these guys and try and do something, because I had this in the works, the pod in the works. I was looking for somebody to come in on it, and I'm like, these are the guys. These got to be the guys. I got to get this going. So I just think I like how you guys operate. It's just you got a good operation here and shit like that. And how you guys do like the SEO with YouTube and all this other shit that, like, honestly, like what it comes down to, I don't even want to think about or deal with. Nobody does, right? So that's just you guys do the. Why do you pay anybody to do shit that you don't want to do or you can't do, right?
Sure.
It's pretty much it. No, but going back to the content really quick. I keep it at probably, yeah, like I said, 70% Massachusetts-related stuff, whether it's town history, true crime, jokes. It's mostly jokes. I mostly try and do comedic shit. All subjective, obviously. The other part of stuff is, like, I'll do, like, one-off little random videos about nothing, and I'm thankful those get views now. You know what I mean? I did a whole thing about, like, the American school system and, like, how, like, some story my sister told me about what they teach in schools now. And that did, like, 75, 80,000. I feel like sometimes people get pigeonholed into only being able to do, one certain type of content. I never wanted that. I always preferred the slow growth. If you watch my page, I grow every single day. It's just at a little bit slower rate than like most people do. Like Davis Clark is at like 370,000 right now. You know why? Because he's locked the fuck in. He's ready to go, and he just brings it every single day.
Get him on your podcast.
I want Davis on this podcast. I would love to rip a pod with that kid. He seems like he definitely got shit on in the beginning. Like people just like
Stayed
making fun of him. And then he
though.
just like stayed consistent. And once you get through and get over with the comment section, now everybody loves him. Because why? He's just like a positive person, whether it's corny or not. I'm not going to like hate this guy. What do I care? His videos are all 10 seconds long. Like they crush replayability and they say shit that people want to like share. That it's not like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's the best dressed working from home in America.
That's that too. Yeah. The other thing with him is like with the rise and fall and the growth of certain people, I have sat there and watched people smaller than me at one point blow up past me and pass me, whatever. I never cared. It's really about what you're doing with the brand you have. Doesn't matter what other people are doing. I used to get like mad and pissed off at that and be like, what am I doing wrong? Or I didn't think this person deserved it and I do. Whatever. Now it's like, I'm like, okay, because there's people that I used to look at that were way bigger than me on IG and I blew past them. Whatever. Like, it's really all how all that really matters in this shit is how you monetize your own shit. That's all that matters. How do you make money and how much of it do you make? That's all you should be. I'm not saying that's all that matters, but that's all you should be like concerned about as far as like security in your own brand and stuff. Because if I'm sitting here making plenty of like, you know, money to like support myself and shit like that and my livelihood, you could have an 8,000, you can have 800 million people, bro. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But
I think you know like the 1,000 true fans concept. Have you heard of that?
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
If you have 1,000 true people that fuck with you and you drop a T-shirt for $50 and they all buy it, anybody good at math right off the fucking?
It's 50. It's 50 grand, Mark.
Is it really?
If you have 50 at thousands, 50 times 1,000. If you have 50 at thousands, what's that number?
Listen, enough of your shit. Okay, I've had enough of this already.
The Georgetown school system really failed you, bro.
Kiss my fucking ass, Chelmsford. I don't want to hear it. Even though I will say, Chelmsford, I told you this in private.
Yeah.
Telly Forum, best barn
Best
to watch
barn
in
in
high school. Yeah,
Massachusetts.
one of the best, I think, to watch like a state. Because it used to be, I don't know if you remember when you were
ULowell.
probably a kid.
ULowell.
What?
It used to be ULowell's hockey rink.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yes, I'm sorry. You're right. It did.
You
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
peel away at the paint in the locker
Yup.
rooms, and you could see the blue and the red under the maroon and
Yup,
white.
that is correct. I remember that. Yeah, but no, I was saying it used to be like a satellite location for like state tournament games.
It still is.
Still is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they still, it's like one of the, Stoneham? This is a great Massachusetts trivia question for people. Stoneham, Chelmsford,
Haverhill gets some.
Haverhill does?
Haverhill's got a nice two. At least they used to back when I was playing 8 years ago.
Did they change that rink? Because that was a shithole when I was a kid.
There's two nice rinks there now.
Is there
It's-
really? Okay, well, good
It's
for them.
own. It's like I think Lawrence is one of them too.
Can't be.
Lawrence.
Lawrence, Mass?
Yeah, Lawrence is a nice rink right off the highway.
Really?
Yeah, I could be totally wrong. I mean, it's been a few years.
You're a Merrimack
but-
Valley guy, so that's your area. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Shout out to the MV.
I played ultimate frisbee.
That's so fucking lame. I would like don't ever tell people that. Do you really?
He was on like the number 2
Dude,
ultimate
my
frisbee
ultimate
team
frisbee
in the
team was
country.
nasty.
Where in high school?
So Amherst, Mass, where UMass is
Shout
they
out to Amherst, Mass. Shout out to Northampton,
we
Mass.
can
by
yeah
the way.
well, yeah shout out Amherst,
Absolutely.
shout out
to Western
Northampton.
Mass. Everybody thinks we hate you guys, and like we don't. It's just a different area.
There's
It's a
really
different,
nothing
like-
wrong with Western Mass.
I know, I
there's
agree.
It's beautiful out there. It's good food, good people. Like it's just different, right? All right, Amherst, Mass invented ultimate frisbee, and Amherst High School is the best team in the country at ultimate frisbee. Like year in
You
year
are
out.
fighting an uphill battle against that mic stand. I don't know what
on.
you're doing over there. Not to cut off Wagsy. That's hilarious to watch that last 30 seconds unfold.
All right, thanks.
Do you back?
I'm back. I'm
He's
ready.
Are
back.
you blitzed right now?
No,
Oh, you look it.
He's got the coffee.
I got the coffee.
Oh, yeah, the cough. You're welcome for that, by the
But,
way.
uh,
Oh, wait, you paid.
I paid for it, prick.
Continue.
Okay, so
You ripped
Amherst
off a
Mass.
free- You ripped off a free lunch from Moxie's too.
Yeah,
Shout
you
out
like that.
Moxie's, by
Shout
the
out to
way.
Shout
Moxie's,
out
by the way.
Moxie's.
We love
Boys
Moxie's.
are on a little bit of like a food tour. We've been like kind of like enjoying like the way our lives are set up. So we're able to like eat wherever, whenever, like what time we want, and we don't have like constricted by conventional. As long as my fucking podcast is out when it's supposed to be, I don't give a fuck about whoever else these guys are contracted with.
There we go.
As long as Shut Up Mark is out when it needs to be,
We got no problems.
no
Right?
problems at all.
Although Pastoral though, so
Place is the greatest pizza in the city. These two fucking uncultured cretins don't know what they're talking about. Pastoral's an unbelievable place. What didn't you like about it? Did you have pasta or pizza?
pizza.
Both.
You guys just don't like Neapolitan pizza. which
I
is-
love
do.
Neapolitan pizza.
You like Neapolitan
I
pizza?
like Neapolitan
Yeah,
pizza.
just not
It
from
just
there.
wasn't good.
What,
I'll try it
did you
again.
guys get like a regular like
We got a
margarita,
pretty
like,
regular,
yeah,
pretty regular pie.
think
We
we
got
got
two. We got two.
We got
two
one that
pies.
was like mushrooms and peppers or something. And
Didn't we
one
also get
had, like sausage on it.
we got
like
some kind of pasta too.
We got like a very like a
It wasn't good.
like a ragu or something.
I like the Tartufo one they have there.
All right,
The
we'll go back.
mushroom
We'll
and,
go
like,
back
white
and
sauce.
try it again.
Whatever.
That's
Either
what we
way,
had.
continue
Open
with the. I'm sorry, with the
Ultimate frisbee.
ultimate frisbee.
So Amherst, Mass, best ultimate frisbee team in the country. They invented it. Year in year out, they're always nasty. Number
Literally
one in the
invented
country. Yes.
wow.
It's controversial because New Jersey also claims it, and in Maplewood, New Jersey, where my grandparents used to live before they moved to Puerto Rico, Maplewood or Columbia High School, I think it is, in New Jersey, also claim. I don't know. And then NMH, also the boarding school in Western Mass, also said they invented it. But regardless, one of those three places created ultimate
Somebody has
frisbee.
to like know what the real answer is. It can't be this many
I don't
people
know.
just spread out that don't know.
It's got to be one of those. I don't know. So like, anyways, my high school, Northampton High School, we're 15 minutes from Amherst. That's our rival for everything. And ultimate frisbee, we get beat by them like every year, but we can compete, you know. So like, naturally, that puts us on like a national scale. And not every school has ultimate frisbee, but like
We didn't.
we'd play like Lexington, Needham. We'd play I think Newton North. Like we play
That's so
all these
spread
schools.
out though.
Well, no, we'd play schools in our area, but we hosted every year.
Like jamborees.
No, we hosted the biggest tournament in the country.
Oh wow.
In Northampton, Mass, at the
No
Oxbow.
shit.
We'd have like 25 fields set up, and my coach was the organizer of it. So we'd have teams flying from like Seattle, like Canada, like all over the
That's
world, like North America,
absurd.
just to come play like fucking frisbee. And
I wish you could hit.
huh?
I wish you could light guys up in ultimate frisbee.
Dude, that would be sick.
Just dudes like jumping up to try and catch the frisbee, just leaving themselves wide
If
open.
you could,
Just
that would
drop
be-
the shoulder.
that
I
would
have
be one of
way
the
more
coolest
respect
sports.
for ultimate frisbee if, like, imagine a guy just flinging the frisbee down the middle of the pitch, middle of the field, and like you're going to defend, the guy's going up to receive, and you just drop the cold shoulder and
Yeah, if you could, that would be one of the coolest sports.
You just got like Richard Sherman coming over the middle, like.
So they do.
Yeah, I would love that.
They have it's like called the AUDL, and they have like professional frisbee, and they play it at like half times.
AUDL, Ultimate Disc.
American Ultimate
Ultimate
Disc
Disc
League.
League?
I
Okay.
think so. They play it at like halftime of like football games sometimes, so like Vikings game or like some NFL game. They'll play at halftime, and it's like sick. Like people actually like to watch. But yeah, if you could light people up, that honestly would
I
be
mean,
one of the
it has
coolest
so
sports.
much top plays potential.
Yeah, people just
much
laying
towards
out.
sports
So
center-
here's the thing:
yeah.
the disc, everyone's throwing a frisbee, right? The disc just floats. So like you're not gonna predict it like a football where it's like linear in its motion. It's gonna go up and then it's just gonna like sit and like slowly come down because it's picking up air underneath it. So like you have to be able to like time your jump correctly, but at the same time you can like lead someone like crazy with like a deep pass, and like they don't have to be remotely close to it when you throw it, but then they can get there and like lay out and like snag it. It's like nasty.
I've always found it fascinating watching like the dogs go up for them.
Yeah,
How they like track it and then jump
dogs are pretty good
and
at frisbee.
snipe it. I'm like, dude, this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. But yeah,
No, to pivot
Ultimate
back to
Frisbee.
like I guess the content thing, right? Would be
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about your content. Like, you've been around for a really long time. Like, you've been posting content for 10 years, and you really don't.
yeah. A
see
lot of
that.
people don't know that honestly. It's this is like year 11. I think I started when I was 20, going to be 21.
So, what contributed to that longevity? Because you see all these guys on TikTok who post, that blow up pretty quickly, and then they're irrelevant, 6 months or a
The
year
sick
later.
obsession to be the best. I'm a sickly obsessed psychopath when it comes to. I never had a plan B. I never had failure as an option. I never had this isn't gonna work out. I can always go do something else. Nope. I said this from day one that I would either make it in entertainment. I consider myself an entertainer. I hate the word influencer. Fucking hate that. It's so corny. It sounds so shallow and gimmicky. Like I'm good with that. Content creator I can deal with. That's fine. Entertainer is what I've always wanted to be. However, I'm entertaining people through music, and that project's halfway done.
wait, what?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, I used to rap back in the day, and I am now again. I have like 4 finished songs. Yeah, it's probably going to be an 8-song EP. It'll be done
So you
by...
gonna freestyle? I get a beat
No,
out.
fuck no.
No, you're going
Not
to.
right now.
You have
No,
to on
no.
the Nicola Pod.
No.
It's gonna be like Tory Lanez, Aiden Ross.
Yeah, no. Who needs love? And then acting. I got a call back for this web series. I don't want to jinx it, but
Love on the Spectrum.
no. Yeah, no. It's like a web series. It's kind of like this like choose your own adventure thing that has interactive commercials and other shit. So that'll be my first actual paid acting gig. So that'd be cool. I've always wanted to be a leading man in Hollywood.
Awesome.
That's always been my thing. I've always wanted to lead a film. I've always wanted to be, Indiana Jones, fucking whomever else. There's some superhero. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like some guy.
Aquaman.
Like, whoever. If you give me the Aquaman gig, man, I'll figure it out. I don't know, but no. I've always. That's always been my goal, is to just be an all around entertainer. I've always wanted to be in the entertainment show business, and this is a way. I mean. Yeah, it's videos on your phone, but it's entertainment. What do you watch it for? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
You talk about like the slow growth that you're purposefully okay with because it's the like genuine followers that you
Yep.
want, and it like allows you to create what you want. There was definitely a period of time that it like picked up and became, went from just a project of yours or like just like something you were really like putting a ton of energy into to something that you were proud of and that could make you money. What did that look like? Like when was that, and like what was the?
I mean,
kind
what
of,
was the first come up? The
Yeah,
first big
yeah,
video?
yeah.
My first big video ever was actually on Facebook, which is weird to say, but this is pre-COVID, 2018 or 17 maybe. I started doing like service industry like comedy because I was a waiter at the time. I was a waiter for 9 years before I did anything, made it in content. It's like a night in the life of a server, just like things said around a restaurant by like wait staff. Pretty simple. It got shared in a bunch of big Facebook groups, like service industry groups. Ended up at like 290, 300,000, something like that. So then I made a TikTok after me being like, no, it's like a kid's dancing app. Like I'm not going on this fucking thing. This girl that I was kind of fucking with at the time, shout out to Kayla. Thank you. You know exactly who I'm talking about. I would not have got on TikTok if it wasn't this girl for this girl. She was like, no, you should get on it and give it a shot. So I did. My first video that ever blew up was like the 5th video I ever did. And it was something totally unrelated to what I do now. It was like a skit like Millennials in Hell in 2020, 2021. And it was like different reasons people would go to hell for like misgendering somebody, calling somebody by the wrong pronouns, and like me talking to other people who were like in hell before, and they're like, oh, what did you like, kill somebody, or like, you know, pull some crazy shit? And I'm like, no, I like laughed at a fat person falling down the stairs on like a video. It's just like that was the genesis of the thing, and how like it's been different. But then I ended up posting like different Massachusetts stuff, and that it's funny, that video had something called a second wave, is what it used to be on TikTok. It did nothing for like 3 weeks. Then all of a sudden I start getting notifications on the app. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? The video's at like 600,000 views now. So there was that.
And this was like 2020?
Right. This happened like 3 weeks into COVID.
Okay. How many followers did you have at the time?
None.
Okay.
That was my first like pop.
Sure.
That got me to like 20,000 on TikTok.
Okay. From zero, literally zero, or like 500?
No, like zero.
Okay.
Legit, like nothing.
But how many videos had you posted before then?
4.
Okay.
Like legit 4.
Got
They
it.
were stupid. It was like
Yeah.
dumb shit. Like messing around with filters and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I had no clue what the fuck I was doing.
Sure.
But sorry. There was that. Then like I started doing some Boston videos, and those would get like 30 to 50,000, and that would keep going. And then I had my first million view video ever to keep like the varied content thing going on was like a movie recommendation thing on like different streaming services on TikTok. And I would go around and like give people different movies to watch.
Is that just because you knew it would do well?
Yeah, no, like I love film, and like I like recommending stuff to people. It was just like a thing. I was like, I'll do this. It did 1 million in like 3 days, so that helped a lot. TikTok was also an app at the time where like it was really tough to do varied content. If you got popped off with something, you had either really wait till something else popped off or just keep doing stuff in the same vein. Now the views are super inconsistent and kind of suck at times, but being in the creativity program beta, it kind of makes it worth it, because if you have one video pop off, you make like 1,200 off it. Yeah.
So
Pop
kinda-
off as like 1 million views? Or
Yeah, like I would. Oh, so like a 1,200 view to your point, a 1,200 view dollar video would be like 1 million views.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
but it's got to be over a minute long.
Yeah.
What doesn't matter? You can make it like 1 minute and 2 seconds.
Sure.
Whatever. You know what I mean? So I save all my. So in other words, I save all my long form content for TikTok now.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So for you, where you've been doing content for so long at this point, what's been kind of like the transition from 9 years ago till today? Because, you know, back in the day, it was probably a lot of like Facebook, Instagram was just kind of popping up back then. But now you have these new apps like...
When I started, Instagram had just came out with 16-second videos. Vine just came out. And Facebook had just allowed you to upload videos.
So you were kind of on like the frontier of the internet at that point.
Well,
like
yeah,
the creator
legit,
economies.
like when the Pilgrims got to America, so to speak, in like content for content terms. You know what I'm saying? So
How'd you find your way over the last 9 years then?
not stopping, continuing to like a new app comes out, you try and figure it out. If you fail, you go to the next one. You fail, you go to the next one. I've put out so many videos that no one saw. Multiple thousands of videos, hands down. And stuff that I couldn't post today. Because obviously like different like, tolerance, climate changes, you get canceled for stupid shit now, whatever, right?
Have
But
you ever been canceled or like tried to get canceled?
Canceled? Yeah, this one guy tried to say that like some guy, I forget who it was. He's a writer for like the Boston Globe, some black guy. He was a fucking douchebag. He was a loser. Tried to say that like, oh, this Boston humor's played out or something like that. And then I had like 2 people chiming in. So one kid I went to high school with that I never talked to. Kyle McNichol, you're a fucking pussy, by the way. You little bitch. You were a nerd your whole life. I'll slap the fuck out of you. You're an absolute clown. Try to like jump in on Twitter and be like, yeah, I never liked this kid. I've never had a negative interaction with this kid in my life. Never really even talked to him. When I did, always nice to him. And me and him used to he used to jump into my Facebook statuses back in the day and talked about the Bruins because he was like a big Bruins fan. So I thought everything was civil with this kid.
What's a Facebook status?
You really are old.
Exactly. Yeah, when people used to have full blown conversations in Facebook statuses before you could reply to individual people too. So that was chaos.
Oh, I think someone was telling me about that the other day.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Facebook also used to have this thing you could poke somebody.
Yep, the pokes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember that. I
Those were
remember
real
that.
See, I'm acting like
I will say this right now. I've done a ton of embarrassing shit in my life. A ton of shit that people would want to cancel me for. Never once have I poked somebody on Facebook.
Really?
I will go to my grave holding that little winning flag or whatever you want to call it.
stand on business.
Yeah, 1,000%. Yeah, I'm just happy that I've sent cringy DMs. I've said stuff that sounded stupid in fucking retrospect. Try to spit game to a girl and sounded like a fucking clown. Million different embarrassing things. Never poked at somebody on Facebook. I can tell you that right now.
That's a good,
Yeah.
Morals.
1,000%. Yeah, I would rather look like an idiot trying to talk to a chick than do that personally. So
has there been any other negative feedback besides that Kyle McChicken kid that you've talked about?
Kyle McChicken's a fucking hilarious game, by the way. That name, that's hysterical.
Because it's intimidating to post online. Because I remember when we started posting, everybody would kind of, give me, some shit for it, or they'd kind of, compliment me, but it was very, tongue in cheek.
So people that I used to get made fun of a shit ton, posting videos now, which you can suck my dick now. Just people being like, "What's this kid doing? He thinks he's funny. He thinks he's in it. He thinks he's, this, that, and the other thing." Never cared. Never gave a fuck because now my life is pretty much not where I'm satisfied and wanted to be. I have way further aspirations than this shitbag podcast that 5 people listen to. Wow. But fuck, I'm just kidding.
6 on a good day.
6.
6 on a good day. Come
It's
on.
me. I'm the 6th guy.
Come on.
No.
It's not even you. You didn't know who we interviewed.
What'd you say? Yeah. What'd you say?
I said it's not even you. You admitted you don't watch.
Yeah, no, it isn't. It literally isn't me. No, but in all seriousness, no, I mean, obviously I have greater aspirations for myself, for this crew. You know what I mean?
But you're happy.
Shit. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my life is, I'm the luckiest guy on the fucking planet. My life is great. I'm a very, very lucky dude. Very lucky. There's people that have a fucking way harder life than I do. Waking up at the ass crack of dawn every day, going and bust your ass, going home, having 2 hours to yourself. You got kids, you're married, a mortgage. You fall asleep, wake up and do it all again. You're crushing overtime, trying to make it happen. I'm a very lucky guy. Very, very lucky. I will never forget what it was like. Dude, I struggled my whole life till I was 29. And people didn't really even find out about me till I was 30. So if you're ever worried about starting something late or not making it by a certain age, stuff, that's all bullshit. All some stupid societal construct. This ain't the 80s anymore. You know what I'm saying? There's people that make their debut in film at fucking 40-something now. You know what I mean? Samuel Jackson, I don't think he led a film till he was 46. Oprah didn't get that show till she was in her 40s, I think. Maybe early 50s.
Do you know what nickel up means? Have we told you before?
You did. It's like a poker thing, right? Like a nickel.
No, not even that. I have a friend who kind of came up with the idea, and then he used to say it back when he, was growing up, and he'd say, "Oh, I'm doing good. I'm just trying to get my nickel up." He's just trying to hustle a little bit, put a little money in his pocket. And then originally on the show, we only wanted to talk to entrepreneurs who were, quote unquote, getting their nickel up. But a lot of these entrepreneurs, they were very successful. And then we kind of realized that there's a lot of other successful people in life.
There's also way more people who aren't there yet.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And it might not be the money, but they're succeeding in other ways because they're helping people, or they're getting people into the gym, or people's mental health are improving because of them, or even just you. You make people laugh. You're successful at that. So how over the last 9 years have you just kind of gotten your nickel up? What's the progression been like for both?
I did.
Just
I didn't make money on you asked how obviously the progression of monetizing social media,
right? But then also you just said that you've told us that you work way less than the average person, and then you're not a union guy going in crushing overtime. So talk about getting your nickel up and how you're able to get more hours back in your day.
So it really comes down to what you can. One, Your shit has to be organically watched. Buying shit, views, followers, comments, it shows. You can't fool anybody. I can run your profile in 5 seconds on 2 or 3 different sites. Find out your audience quality like that. You'll be able to pull the wool over people's eyes to a certain point, sure. You're going to get to that threshold where, nah, it ain't going to work past this point, right? It's so much worth it. That's why I said I take the slow route. You cultivate this real thing by being a real person, not some fake fucking act. You know what I mean? Granted, there are certain accounts where, like, you know, people be playing a character or whatever. That's fine, as long as it's something that's like clearly distinguished. You know what I'm saying?
You know who's good at that? Nikki Cass.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you hear Nikki talk, he doesn't have that like, hey, come on, Rizzo. Let's see you swing the bat right here. Like he doesn't actually talk
Degliano.
like yeah, like don't get me wrong. Is he an Italian kid from New York? Yeah, but like when you hear him talk, he sounds like me.
Yeah.
He's not like some hey what you like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's intentional. He intentionally
of course, his
does
whole
that.
thing is character work.
Yeah.
His entire brand is character work. He's an actor. Like he's an actor. That's what you do. You're playing different characters. He's writing his own shit. Nikki's very talented. You know what I'm saying? I really hope he continues to grow. By the way, congratulations to him for reaching 1 million. He finally hit 1 million the other day. So finally hit 1 million. Good for him. That's a kid who deserves it. He's awesome. And I'm not the type of guy, by the way, to just like blow smoke up your average person's ass. If I don't think you're good, I'll tell you. Like you will never know where you not know where you stand with me. I also think that before I get to answering the rest of this question, 85% of content sucks that you see on the internet. 85% of it sucks. 85% of it has no staying value, no retention power, no anything. Nothing residual, nothing.
I think it's probably
there.
closer to 99.
Maybe.
Because
I
think
might
about
be
all the
being
content.
generous, Waxy.
That's that you see, right?
Oh
But
yeah,
think
yeah,
about-
right, yeah. We have good
If
point,
you think
good
about the
point.
content that's posted, it's like
Good
99.9%.
point.
It's like 0.01 that's actually like you're gonna see, and then like 0.1% of that's actually valuable.
You know what? Yeah, you're probably right. To be honest with you,
Yeah, there's like so much
and it's
junk.
so much bad shit. And as far as like how I've been able to like monetize and stuff like that, my first paid gig ever on social media was during COVID. This app JobGet was paying me $50 to post like job ads on TikTok. Not knowing back then that like that was such a like a lame duck idea and never gonna work based on the algorithm. But nobody knew anything about algorithms. People still really don't know anything about algorithms. I would say, you want to talk about percentages wise, maybe 5% of people in the social media world understand like algos and how to get things seen and like organically. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, anyone that says they understand the algorithm,
they don't. So that's the other thing about Nickel Up or anything like that. So much of this shit is luck. Me making it in social media, at the end of the day, is me creating my own lottery ticket, putting it on the internet, and hoping it hits thousands of times. That's really what it ends up being, to be honest with you. You're like an actor. You're just waiting for that one audition to hit, and then you hope
you
when
can
you get
like
that
engineer it and like play, like you can do things to like increase your chances. But
Yeah, like listen, you could like if I was anybody really, honestly, I would start short, try and get your replay time up. That's one thing algorithms are always going to value. You know what I mean?
Retention.
The shortest video I've posted in the last 2 months, ready? 3 months, maybe even longer, is this fucking, you're from like, I'm from Massachusetts, of course, I'm a piece of shit. We're about to hit 1 million in probably a couple days, at 800,000. It's a 6-second video. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna, you don't have to do like, National Geographic nature documentaries right off the bat. You know what I'm saying? But I went from that, and then I started actually, I took a whole year really, or I shouldn't say that, maybe like a summer, half a year, 6 months, to like manage and build social media accounts for people. I did it for a card shop up in Peabody, this place called Fresh Pulls that I'm obviously no longer affiliated with, never will be again. This pet shop in Stoneham, and somewhere else, and I would just charge like $150 a week to come in. I would film 7 videos. I would have all the accounts on my phone, and I would database 7 videos, save them in the drafts, and post one a day on each thing. And my work would be done in like, I was making like $700 a week doing that. Because at the end of the day, as far as like the nickel up thing goes, I'm a hustler. That's what I am. I know how to fucking grind. I know how to like survive with nothing. I know how to like not have to. I know how to control like my spending and shit like that. I don't need a lot of money. Like I'm a hustler. That's what I am. You know what I mean? If you took all this social media shit away from me at the end of the day and just said, "Hey, Mark, there's no technology left. Just live in the real world," I'd figure out a way to do it. I would sell fucking hats on the side of the street, whatever. It's a really weird like
First thing to
stripped
come
down
to
like job. Yeah, you would say I could say shine shoes. Well, why don't we sell some hats? A nice mobile haberdashery.
There
you know
go.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What was your next?
So what's the newfound success been like then? You know, you've
Fucking
never,
awesome.
yeah, because you grinded your whole life,
Oh,
and
it's-
then you've made it very clear recently that you don't really have to grind anymore.
You do, but you do.
Your 1 hour work week, we were kind of, or 1 hour a month, we were
There's a lot
talking
of personal
about.
information being thrown out on the podcast right now that I did not sign a waiver form for. On a side note, in all seriousness, I do absolutely. I'm grinding in a different way now.
Yeah.
Like
Not taking anything away
Oh
from
no,
you
no, I know
either.
what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying like the sweat out of where money is coming from and that type of thing, not knowing how long it's gonna go for and shit like that. That's pretty much over with for right now. Which is, thank God, it's just one less thing you have to worry about.
Well, that's like the whole thing when you like if you want to like look at it like a traditional business where like you build a company, you're a CEO, and you're putting in like way more than overtime at the beginning, and you're not seeing anything from that, or you're seeing very little. And like if you look at the hourly wage or like whatever, it's nothing. And then when you're the CEO of like a public company, you're probably putting in way less work, but it's more just like administrative tasks. You're like understand it, so like it's easier to actually like just do a task, and you're being compensated way bigger for like you can't even look at it like hourly anymore.
No,
it's more just like
I don't have like an hourly.
Yeah,
no.
it's just like
this job has nothing to do with hours.
Yeah.
You're working all the time.
yeah.
You have to be ready to film something at all times. Content, and the eye for content is a muscle, dude. You have to be able to see things and be like, how can I make this funny? How can I make this like accessible to people? Like, what can I do with this? So that's a big part of it, And but like I said, the peace of mind financially is in a great place, and I'm very humble and lucky, like humbly lucky and thankful for that. You know what I mean? So, but it's taking things to the next level. That might even be a little bit harder, but it's fine. You know what I mean? Not having to worry about other stuff that I had to worry about for my entire adult life. 11 years is 12 years is very nice. It's nice to finally take a load off a little bit,
And is the podcast that you're starting, do you think that's the first step into taking your brand to the next level?
That's the next thing. That's the next thing for me. Yeah. That's going to be the next content thing for me, for sure. I think we have 2 really nice episodes database so far. I think we have a big one coming up Sunday. And then our first athlete next week as well. So that'll be good.
He's come up on this podcast before, actually.
Matt Bonner came up on this podcast
has.
just
Yeah.
for no reason at all.
Yeah.
He has.
Well, it's a very specific reason. Can you guess the reason?
He hasn't watched our pod, dude. He hasn't
No,
watched
no,
our-
I'm asking him
shut
to
up,
guess.
Shut up, shut up. It has something to do
What's
with Isaiah.
unique?
It has
No,
something to do with
no.
Isaiah
It's not
Stewart.
Isaiah.
It's not.
No. What's the reason? What is a unique thing about Matt Bonner?
He's got red hair.
Yeah, that's why. Because we had Otto Landrum on. Do you know who that is? He's a BU basketball player, and he went viral because he's this white ginger kid with a mullet, and he was like dunking on people and shit. And we had him on the podcast because he had this super viral like video, and he was like, "Yeah, I used to love watching Matt Bonner when I was a kid because I wanted to watch a ginger play basketball."
He also
That's
grew.
sick.
He also grew up a Spurs fan.
Yeah,
too, though.
he was a Spurs fan too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is he a
Yeah.
Texas kid?
No, he's from Colorado.
Colorado and
All right, that
West
kind
Coast.
of that makes sense. I mean, I don't know why he wouldn't be a Nuggets fan.
I think Matt Bonner was a reason. For
I think
him
he was the
being a
reason
Spurs.
why
Yeah.
he's a Spurs fan.
or that makes sense. That's like a way different connection than people usually see. Like, oh, this other guy with red
Yeah.
hair, like definitely want to like see what's up with this dude.
Yeah.
And Matt Bonner like got buckets. Like he was a great player for the Spurs. He was
Yeah.
like a perfect role player off the bench.
Sure.
Dude, I think he has 3 rings. Because I think Duncan has 5. I don't
Wow.
even think Manu Ginobili has 5. It's Duncan has 5. Yeah, Duncan's got 5.
You started talking about rings on a different podcast, and you were wrong. So
What was it? What other podcast?
the one you did with RA.
What did I say about rings?
We're talking about, I forget the guy's name. We were talking about the Devils. Remember?
Oh, the Brendan Shanahan one?
Sure.
Yeah, I thought he won one in 95 with the Devils or whatever with that Claude Lemieux team. That's my bad.
No, but I think yeah, I'm excited for Shut Up Mark as well, and I think like I want to ask you like because obviously you reached out to us and saw that when we were talking about that earlier.
Bless
But
you guys with my presence.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
We-
My connections,
something
my
like
network and
that, I
stuff
guess,
like that.
right?
It's, really a godsend into your life at this time.
yeah, I know it was
Dark days in here. I walked
was-
in here. There was no electricity the first day.
There was no
Now look
electricity.
at these lights, baby.
Yeah, look at the lights.
You know what I
They're
mean?
Pretty
Big
bright.
time.
But
I
what
expect
was
a
it
Facebook
about?
card at some point.
What was it about? What was it about podcast as a media format that like caught your eye and that was like I want to do this. I want to invest my time, my energy, my efforts, my brand into this.
It's a different muscle to flex. Like the interview process is cool. I don't like when people like try and get too technical. Like he's a great interviewer. It's like, listen, you just ask shit that you think would give an interesting answer, and you just let the person talk. That's it.
Shut up,
Like
Mark.
it's really
Yeah.
That's it. The name of the podcast is supposed to be like what I'm doing during the entire show. It's basically just shutting the fuck up and let people talk that I think would have something interesting to say. When people are like his interview skills are super, what do you mean? Like what does that even fucking mean? Like just ask something interesting. Try and keep the questions not generic. Where are you from? And how did that shape you into the person you are today? It's like whatever, right? Like no, I've heard this 1,000 times. And just try and ask something unique, something that people don't usually hear about these people. You know what I mean? So I think that's what sets you apart from anything. Anything you try and do content-wise, you should try and be different. Don't be different just for the sake of being different, but try and look at something tangible and be like, what's the alternate route I can take to get here? You know what I mean?
So how are you going to stand out? Because we're always getting comments like, oh, not everybody deserves a podcast. Podcast equipment should be more expensive.
Oh yeah, right.
Like,
you should have to like apply for an app, like a
like
a
this is,
permit
we got
for this.
one. It was this is definitely one of the podcast clips of all time.
That's fucking
No adjective.
That's funny. I got to give that guy, whoever left that comment, that's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
How are you going to differentiate yourself? Because everybody and their mother has a podcast.
I'm not gonna differentiate anything. I'm gonna let the guest and conversation speak for itself. I'm not reinventing the interview wheel.
Sit there and shut up, Mark.
Pretty much it. That's what I try and be a guy who's knowledgeable enough to talk about anything. Knowledgeable, not an expert, just knowledgeable. You know what I mean?
You're wrong a lot.
Yeah, like when? Do you think I was last
I mean,
time
he
was
just
wrong?
brought up an example.
Restaurant opinions.
The brand
Restaurant
First, an opinion is never wrong. Second off, that's like the most trivial thing. You're acting
Opinions-
like
no,
I said, like
opinions
America,
are-
like
you also,
signed the
you also
Declaration
suck
of
at math. He goes, what's 50 times 1,000?
Relax, Captain Bitcoin. I don't want to hear it. Your entire life is math every single day. Like if I sell for this,
I didn't,
my
Mark.
options,
Mark,
yeah.
I didn't like barely did school, and like I can figure that out. Like
Yeah,
it's
that's
not that
great.
hard.
You know what I'm focused on being right now? Entertaining. You know what I'm not focused on? Math.
That was entertaining. Honestly,
Thank
that
you.
was
And it
entertaining.
was still entertaining, ipso facto, in a roundabout way.
It's like laughing at the dumb kid.
We'll put
in
a
class.
laugh track.
Yeah, exactly. Just me and my dunce cap sitting here with the, how do you call it, in the corner. I just moved the mic. No, you don't. You try and just give people something interesting to watch. That's it. Something interesting to listen to. And that comes from having some kind of like, idea of what you're talking about. Again, I'm never going to sit there and act like I know more about something that... Am I going to sit there with this guy, with Phil Tringali on Sunday and be like, well, are you sure the Germans weren't fucking... on Munchausen Beach that day, like, what am I going to tell this guy about anything? A guy lived through it, survived.
Yeah.
Like, you sit there and you try and just ask the right things to get the stuff out of people that everybody else is going
And
to
keep
find
it
interesting.
entertaining,
That's
yeah.
all it is. All you try and do is just create an entertaining.
Honestly,
buzz.
for you, like the stupider you are, the more entertaining it might be.
Sure.
So, just food for thought.
I know. Maybe I'll just invite a rocket scientist on next time. And
A
be
note
like,
from the
"Hey,
producers.
How does the rocket fly? And then that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Or a fourth grader and you just read them a multiplication table.
Yeah, exactly. And they're like, 50,000 is 50 times 1,000. And I'm like, yeah, fuck you, Jimmy. This kid off my fucking set. What was I going to say, though?
Who should listen to your podcast?
Fucking everybody. What do you mean? Literally everybody should listen to my shit. I think I'm very entertaining. I think this is going to be a good pod. I think we've had 2 good ones already.
Yeah.
The RA one was good. Steve's a different kind of like it's going to be a different sort of world that people don't really like see a lot with the bodybuilding and fitness industry. Something Wags is very very involved in. You know what I'm saying? Once the camera pans over there, you're going to see this physical specimen sitting right here with the with the hat on. By the way, shout out to the Halftime Pizza Boys
Shout out
for
to Halftime
totally
Pizza.
revamping their merch. I can't stop looking at the hat. It's so sick.
We don't do free promo, so we're gonna have to cut that out.
Well, here's the thing. I do. So, shout out to Stanza del Cigari, the old cigar bar.
Shout out to Nike.
Yeah, to Nike too. Exactly. Yeah. No, and these Primark shoes, by the way, $11 never got further in my life. Dead serious. That's how much these are.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
And they're
Ronnie
comfy.
Feig, come on the show. Ronnie Feig.
Kid. Yeah.
Is it Kith or Keith? Kith.
Kith.
Sounds like I'm asking for a kiss, but I have a lisp.
Yeah.
Give me a Kith.
Hey, baby, can I have a
Can
kid?
I have a Kith? You know what I
That's
mean?
Mike Tyson asked for a
Yeah,
kiss.
that's what it is. I wonder where they got that name for.
Well, it means friends and family.
Yeah, it's
like
kith and kin.
Kith and kin.
Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't
See,
realize
again,
that.
you're fucking dumb and it's funny.
Okay, first off, kith and kin. I don't speak fucking Gaelic, bro. I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about with this stupid shit. Hey, it's kith and kin, lad. You didn't know what it meant? Like, suck my ass. No, but yeah, anytime I do something new, I try and put myself. You want your brand to be you. Say this all the time to people. Like, you want your brand to be you, not just like Boston content, and you just happen to be the guy reciting the lines. People have to watch your shit for you. If people like you, they'll watch anything you do. So that's where a lot of my what's like my triangulated like focus ends up going with content and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Where do you see your podcast going? Let's say
Straight in
when
the
you're-
tank. Just done. Maybe 5 episodes. Chalk it.
2 episodes, honestly.
2
Just
episodes,
cut
honestly.
Cut it
3
there.
left. Sorry, continue.
Let's assume that you're able to fool people and they continue to listen to your podcast.
To buy into this bullshit.
Exactly. So,
Buy
let's
the
say
snake
that
oil.
6 months from now, at the end of the summer, where are you gonna look back and say, "Hey, I'm happy with where we're at"?
I'd like a strong YouTube presence. Strong is subjective. I'd like a YouTube presence is the best way to put it. Our sponsors are happy, our views are healthy, and our interactions organic. And I'm happy.
About to go buy some followers.
Yeah, we got to get really... Yeah, I'm going to take everything that I make sponsorship-wise off this podcast and go right into artificial like interaction on social
Yeah.
media. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, we got a guy for you. Shout out Magic
Shout out
Man.
Kareem.
No,
Kareem?
Magic Man. Who's Kareem?
And I just made up a random guy you would find on like Fiverr.
Oh.
Fiverr,
Fiverr?
whatever the fuck it's called. Is it Fiverr or it's Fiverr?
Fiverr.
We
right?
should do like a Mark pronounces like words.
No, the people, because people I used to work with used to be like, yeah, go on Fiverr and find somebody. I'm like, the whole purpose of this app is like, you can find people to do shit for $5, like around $5. It might be some person in Pakistan in a fucking cave in a mountain, but
Yeah,
still find it
in a cave in a mountain.
in a cave in a mountain with Wi-Fi.
And get him on the podcast.
Exactly, get him on the pod.
So
Sharif,
you're a
get
dude
down
in
here.
Pakistan in a cave in a mountain. What's that like?
Yeah, how's it been there? You know what I mean? A lot of bats. You guys have traveled, right? A lot.
We
We
have,
have
It's the worst place you've ever been to.
Hako.
no.
I'm just kidding.
What?
Worst place I've ever been to.
Where you're like, get me the fuck out of this joint.
Honestly, it might have been what I was talking about earlier. Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge just fucking sucks.
Really?
Yeah.
Shout out to the LSU people.
Shout out Livy Dunn, Joe
Yeah,
Burrow,
Shout out to Big Liv. More shout out to Joe Burrow.
Joey B.
Yeah, definitely. I would much rather hang out with Joe Burrow than Liv Dunn.
So, I think if I get the cut a little bit done nicer, I could pull off the Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
But
Burrow
That's
in the
relevant.
sense of like I burrowed under the ground and I now live in a hole.
Sure.
That type
You know
of burrow.
what? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because the BURROW, that's all.
I like
the BRREAUX is
That's
also
tough.
Joe Burrow.
That's tough.
It is.
That was
That
one of
is
the coldest college sports.
Definitely one of the. That might be that is. I think it's the
It's him running out with that jersey.
in the Joe Burrow like
And then,
Brrr.
then he throws for however many yards, and then he comes back and he smokes the cigar.
8
cigar,
million, and he's fucking handsome. I think if you were gonna switch places with any athlete right now, who would it be?
Definitely not Caleb Williams.
Okay, that's fair.
Henry Riggs.
I was just saying.
Jesus Christ,
I was just saying.
pod was going so well.
I was just saying. I think it'd be sick to be like a very like O'Shane Brissett on the Celtics. Shout out O'Shane Brissett because he's like a photographer and he seems like a cool guy. If you ever want to come on the pod, you're always welcome.
That's not an athlete, bro.
Yes, he
He's
is.
on the Celtics.
He's on the Celtics.
Oh, I thought you said the photographer for the Celtics.
No, he's on the Celtics, but he happens to also be into photography and stuff.
Oh,
And he
I'm
makes
sorry. I
vlogs.
thought you meant he was the Celtics.
But I think like a
photographer.
guy like that is nasty at basketball and a professional athlete and making millions of dollars, but also just like can go out to dinner and not like be like bombarded, like would be so sick. If I'm actually like swapping lives with them and like I want to live their life, someone like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Like maybe for me, being a hockey guy,
Yeah.
I think like Matt Rempe right now, the whole story of him is just so sick. Like his dream was just to play in the NHL. He knew that he wasn't gonna be a goal scorer, and he had to do literally whatever it took to get there. And he got to the league by fighting, by playing physical, and then he gets there, and then he drops the gloves in his first shift of his first game. He's played like 7 games so far. He's fought 4 times.
He's kind of like must-watch TV right now.
Dude,
Yeah.
he fought.
But
he fought
bringing
Reeves.
he's bringing fighting back to like the forefront of the NHL, and we
Because
need
all
that.
these heavyweight guys, they're coming in and they're like,
Yeah.
who the fuck's this kid who thinks that he can, just drop the gloves with everybody? I'm going to show him up. And then even Reeves, stepping in there, he couldn't really, it was a good fight.
I thought it was an even fight with Reeves. I mean, he got the worst of it with Olivier. Olivier's a tough dude. But
I don't even watch hockey, and I've been fucking paying attention.
I thought he broke even with Matt Martin. I thought he broke even with Delorier too. Like
Matt Martin was like such a cool story when he was like, hey kid, like you want to go? He didn't go up. 'Cause I think Reeves kind of went up to him, and Reeves was like looking for a fight. Because if you saw earlier in the game, Rempe said, not right now, and people were booing him. But Martin, in his first game, that was his first fight, he goes, hey, kid, whenever you want to go, I'm here. And he goes, let's go right now. Because it was his first shift, and he just wanted to get the jitters off him. But
I think Rempe's on his foot. Rempe, whatever the fuck, whatever you say his fucking name.
it's Rempe.
I
He was
hope he
wrong.
stays in the NHL. Because like the kid from the Canadians, Jack Guy, he's like up and down from the A to the NHL. And it's like, I hope he can just we need these guys to like stay in the NHL. And like keep it interesting. Fighting needs to come back to the forefront of hockey. Physicality needs to come back to the forefront of hockey. Nobody wants to watch this skill camp bullshit unless you're like one of these little kids trying Michigans in Pee Wee games, and you just grew up in the USA hockey era of soft bullshit. This game hockey's a violent, physical man's game.
USA hockey's so soft that I could hit my first year of Pee Wees, couldn't hit
Hit
for
your
my second year,
of Pee
and then
Wees.
I could hit again my first year of Bantams.
It makes
Because
no sense. They're the stupidest fucking people on the planet.
That should have
It's
been a grandfather
embarrassing, and
rule.
all you're setting kids up to do is get hurt. All they've tried, they're like, oh, we're trying to take concussions out of hockey. And like, listen, it's a violent sport. Shit happens. If you want to penalize hits to the head, sure, totally fine. That's fine by me. But like when you're sitting here trying to water down the game and turn it into like a skill-based game, no. There's always going to be some guy that'll cross-check a kid in the fucking teeth. And you got to have some answer for it. And you can't have these kids just skating with their head down and getting cleaned out by somebody that knows how to hit. It's a joke.
My dad used to say that, if you're a mite, okay, you're 6 years old, you're 50 pounds, 2 kids colliding with each other, they're not going to get hurt.
No, they're not.
They can't skate fast enough. They don't weigh enough to actually get hurt. But it's going to teach them how to take a hit, which you can take on to the next level and the next level. And then when a 50-pound kid becomes, a 125-pound kid, you start, hitting puberty and you're playing against basically grown men. That's how you're going to know how to protect yourself. And if the whole theory that why USA Hockey doesn't want to allow hitting is to remove injuries. I think the best way to do that is to just protect kids from, teach them how to protect themselves from an early age.
You have to know how to like roll off a hit, how to like position yourself in the boards, lower your like pad level if you have to, and kind of duck down. You're going to chip a puck in. Sometimes you have to take a hit to make a play. The best you can do is like minimize the impact, dude. It is what it is.
What athlete are you taking?
Man.
Switching lives with them. Who you taking?
It's hard not to say Leo Messi. It's tough not to say Messi because he's just like the greatest soccer player of all time. He also has like 500 million followers on IG.
You know what would be a cool one that I just thought of? Ollie.
Yeah,
That'd
Ali
be fucking,
would be sick.
That'd be pretty fucking sick.
I mean, well, he had Parkinson's disease and died. I'm talking about right now, bro.
But like
Sheesh.
in terms of like the
Yeah, Ali was the
prime
man
of,
for a
like-
while. Yeah, no, he was the man for a while. I don't know. It would have to be somebody. I mean, like, it's hard not to. I know Tom's like the greatest American athlete of all time, but like to be
His
like, to
family
be,
life
to
sucks,
be,
though.
To be Michael Jordan, dude, would just be like the craziest dude. Like, your prime is the '90s. It's still the golden age of basketball. Like, they're the biggest team in the fucking world. You're playing exhibition games in Paris. All the drama that happened with the team. The Last Dance, by the way, is the best sports documentary I've ever watched in my life. Did you watch it?
I haven't seen it.
Dude,
I need to.
you guys need to watch it tonight. It's so fucking good.
All
It's
right,
on
we
like
will.
Disney Plus or some shit, whatever you have. ESPN Plus, I don't know, but it's all about how like their team in the 90s was just crazy. And they just kept winning titles. It was fucking nuts. But right now, you know who I actually think I might take? Even though it's tough. I want to take I'm a hockey guy, so like McDavid would be so sick, but John Jones.
Yeah.
You wake up every single day and know that you could fucking kill 99.9% of human beings on this planet.
If I'm going MMA, I'd probably go like GSP.
I love GSP. I'm like the biggest GSP
Yeah.
fan ever. I fucking
You
love
also
that
have
guy.
a big coke problem with John Jones.
John
Well,
Jones
I
has
mean-
dealt with there's been a lot of shit outside the octagon that John Jones has like dealt with in his life that I just would not want to deal with. GSP is just like a fucking dope guy.
Yeah, he is the fucking man, dude. He's
just
the
a
man.
legend.
I loved him. He was my favorite growing up.
Or
loved
even
him.
like a guy like Rory McDonald. Like that would be pretty sick.
Rory was a badass,
Yeah,
bro.
that's like
Rory was a bad motherfucker, bro. He left high school at like 15 to like just go fight.
just to go beat up
Just
grown
a
men.
fucking animal. Yeah, no, but I think it might be John Jones.
All right.
Bro, think about it. You're a 6'4", 250-pound guy.
Two brothers in NFL.
Two brothers in the NFL. One of them is like CTE to death right now.
Yeah.
But like then it's like, it's not even like you're like a dude. Like you
Yeah,
you
he's
fight
him.
like you're the toughest guy on the fucking
Sure.
planet, bro. Nobody can say anything to you.
All right. We'll
like-
go with that. John Jones. You heard it here first.
I think I
Nicola
would be, I think
podcast.
I'd be John Jones. Yeah, I think I would be John Jones,
All right.
bro. Dead ass.
There we go.
What else did you guys? What else was on your mind?
That's it. Nothing else.
Nothing else
That's actually it.
for the rest of the day.
I think that's it. I
I
think
got
we're
one
gonna.
for you, actually.
Yeah, hit
I
it.
think we're gonna.
If any Boston sports team could win a championship,
I like this already right now.
like this year. So let's say Bruins and Celtics this summer, next Super Bowl for the Patriots, and this October for the Red Sox.
The Bruins.
Me too.
I need the Bruins. I need it.
Me too.
I need it. I'm losing faith in that locker room. I'm losing faith in our veteran leadership. I'm losing faith in Jim Montgomery. Oddly enough, I have kind of the most trust in Don Sweeney that I ever had. I just don't know where. I didn't like getting rid of Bruce Cassidy. I don't like that it feels like the players control the room right now. I don't like our D. I just like if I'm gonna pick a team to win it, don't get me wrong, we need like playoff baseball and playoff football back in this sports market. We do, like we just do. I need a Patriots playoff game. I need something. We need these postseason runs, man. I don't think the Bees have enough to win a cup right now. They got to make a trade at the deadline. I would trade Allmark.
Yeah, I would too.
Absolutely. I would look at somebody like Noah Hannafin. Sorry that I'm geeking out on this right now, but like sports is my life.
They can't afford Hannafin though.
Yeah, they can. What do you mean? Contract wise,
Yeah.
they have so much cap opening up next year.
Well, next year, but this is this year.
The
at
cap,
trade
yeah, but the
deadline.
cap also goes up. Dude, Allmark makes $5 million a year. What are you talking about?
And what's Hannafin making?
5.5.
Okay, Hannafin. Omar makes 5.
Yeah, he signed a 4-year, $5 million contract. I'm almost positive with the Bees like 3 years ago. Look that up. Do you guys have any other Massachusetts shit for clip friendly shit?
Holy shit, you're right.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, bro. Allmark makes like $5 million a year.
He does.
Yeah, he gets paid pretty fucking well for a goalie that rotates. You know what I'm saying?
Give me your.
Hannafin makes less than Omar.
Yeah, what's he make, like 4.7, 4.8?
Yeah, 4.9. Like it's 4.95.
Yeah, right. So they essentially make the same
Yeah.
fucking money, right?
Let's see. Massachusetts wise. Let's go.
Best chicken spot.
Oh, I mean that's Dave's.
Dave's.
Have to be.
It is. They just
Sorry,
fire.
we needed to plug Dave's and Al, and Dave's Hot New England, by the way. It's for Al right there.
Shout out Manchester, right?
Shout out the most profitable Dave's Hot Chicken in the history of the company. Shout out to Manchester, New Hampshire for that. It is now the hub
It's the hub.
on the East Coast, at least, for Dave's, which is pretty cool.
No, I'm saying though. Let's go. Top five steaks in Boston.
Steaks. Okay, I like this. Number 5, I am going to go with. Oh man. I'm gonna put Abe and Louie's at 5. I'm a huge steak guy, so this is gonna be a big one for me. Boston's tricky because I had a couple outside. Whatever.
Massachusetts. you can call it.
Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 4 is gonna be.
You can't do like Moo Burlington and Moo Seaport though. Like,
No, I know that. I'm gonna change this also. Fratelli's gonna be number 5.
Let's go. Top 5 steaks in Massachusetts.
Okay, yeah. Fratelli's gonna be 5 in the casino. Number 4 is gonna be who I just said. Who did I just say?
Abe and Louie's.
Louie's. Yup. I'm going to put. Shit. What is their name? Oh fuck. Moo is number 1. The American Wagyu cap steak is the best steak I've ever had. I can't put the tomahawk there on here, can I?
You can put that at number 2.
Sure.
Okay, the tomahawk is going to be number 2. Number 3, this
Like
is going to
Zuma?
be different because it's going to be a steak with sides. So your non-conventional steakhouse steak where there's usually menu items a la carte. I am honestly going to go with Moxie's. I think that ribeye with the 2 sides for $66 is absolutely worth it. Moxie's is going to be number 3. It's underrated. It's not like a steak house, but go and try it for the price. The
Pablo.
sides you get. Huh?
Just for Pablo, right?
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
his name, Pablo, right?
I think so.
Yeah, he's a great chef.
Was
Chef
it Pablo?
Melendez,
Yeah.
straight out of Honduras.
Yeah.
That guy's a
He
G.
knows how to cook a steak, apparently.
does.
Apparently.
Yeah, he does.
Allegedly. I can't say.
No, their steak is, like I said, it's on there for the price point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is a big deal.
I mean, if it's good, that's a good deal right there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, it is. It's for a ribeye, I'm telling you, it's like a good steak. It's not the best thing you ever had in your life, but for the price point, the thing, all that other shit. Do you guys know anything about, like, nightlife and bars, maybe? Clubs? I don't know. It's up to you.
I don't know. Okay, recommend what
Oh, I
as
like this.
as a newly 21-year-old
Okay.
guy in Boston. What's my summer gonna look like? What are some spots I gotta go
Your
to?
summer, if you just turned 21 in Boston, because it's changed a lot from when I was 21. I'm 32 now.
Yeah, but you go out.
I do, yeah, no, I do go, I do. I honestly, like, Envoy Hotel gets forgotten about right down here on Seaport Boulevard, and I still love it. It's still an unreal view. It's a great vibe. It's not overly loud. It's like the perfect rooftop lounge. But if you're newly 21, I mean, guys, people used to go to like Coogan's for their 21st birthday. That place is a fucking shit show. It's like dollar beers still. It's just fucking nuts. But if you're new to going out, yeah, like Southie is Southie. It's a lot of bars, like nicer bars. It's fine. It's a residential bar neighborhood. That's totally fine. It is what it is. Tall Ships in Boston, Eastie. You're gonna have some fun at. That's cool. The only thing is it closes too early.
When's it close?
Like it closes at like 1, like 12:31, which is still kind of early. I like, if you're into clubs, that's different. So like I like Marielle for a club. I still love the Grand. I love Big Night Live. I do. I think they're both awesome. The Blind Duck, however, in Raffles, I'm going to get shit for this, is so far the best place that I've been to in Boston. Raffles is a hotel down on Tremont Street. I think it's by Girl 23.
Mark, I don't want to put this out there because
Well,
it's too good.
it's too
Because
late.
I agree
It's
with
too
you.
late. It is.
But
I
it's
know you
just
do.
it's
So Raffles, the hotel, apparently, first off, Raffles is such a weird name for a hotel. I'm going to say that right now. Also, if you walk in this place, it's all like Asian themed and designed. Like the Raffles thing has nothing to do with like any of like the theme in the
well,
place.
it's a hotel and residency.
Sure. Yeah, right. Exactly. There's
Brand
also
new.
this restaurant called Amar.
Amar,
It's a Portuguese place. It is
yeah.
the most aesthetically pleasing restaurant in the entire city. The Blind Duck is like this small speakeasy above the Raffles Lounge. It's not big, but like you feel like you're in somewhere very like exclusive and important, and I think it's dope. To be
It's
honest
fucking
with you.
sick.
It's sick. It really
No,
is
it's a
fucking
really
cool.
really cool spot.
It is, and it's all foreign women too, which is that's right up my alley. You know what I'm
Lebanese
saying?
women?
There's Lebanese women. There's Albanian women who I also love.
Who are your top 3 like?
Female nationalities.
Yes.
Oh, this is oof. Oh, Italian girls are always going to be number one. I hate to say it. I know I'm Italian. I hate to say that I'm always going to be like they're still going to be number one for me. So number 3, I guess, is going to be like Taiwanese girls,
Taiwanese,
like
Colombian, and
South
then
Asian. Oh,
Italian.
yes.
All
By
right.
the way, thing about South Asian girls, the more of like an old white lady name that they have, the better looking they are.
And that's the podcast right
Yeah,
there.
that's
Thank you very much,
1000%. The
Mark
more of
Lewis.
an old white lady name they have, the better looking they are. I
Right.
swear to God. So that if you'll meet an Asian girl named Esther, and she's the best looking girl you've ever seen in your fucking life. Judy,
You just
You know what
like
I'm
the
saying?
you like the Americanized Asian girls.
Joanne. They have like
Sure.
random like names that like your mom would be friends with.
My grandmother's name was Joanne.
Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, exactly. Lucy.
It's my girlfriend's name. Calm down.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Hey, here, let's go.
What does "hey here" mean?
Yeah, we never understood that.
Oh, it's just a thing.
It's just
You
Hey
Hey
here,
thing?
it's like hey, all right, like
Hey
hey, here.
here.
It's the hey here.
Hey here.
That's all it is. Just like hey here. That's
Okay.
all. It means really nothing.
Okay.
Shout out to Tommy G for like also saying it. By the way, I
Who
got
says
him
it?
saying it.
Got
Yeah,
it. Got it.
I got Tommy saying it. So I'm gonna say South Asian women
It's third.
third.
Colombian, Italian.
No, I still love the Lebanese women. Are gonna be the Lebanese women.
You
are
can
gonna
put
be
them at
second.
like 2.5.
No, Lebanese women are gonna be second, and
Italian. Is
I don't know if we can put Italian. I think we got to put like the Caribbean, like the Tings. A lot of Tings in the city.
Tings.
There's a lot of Tings in Boston. You know, Caribbean girls. You know, Trini. For you down in the islands and stuff like that, and they're all fucking dimes. Like it's crazy. You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure that in that clip there was something offensive that you said.
When? Right now?
Like I don't know. You kind of made a lot of like umbrella like classifications of geographies or where women are from. So I think that
What did I? Why? Where did I?
Tings. You
Dude,
were
Tings is not a. You think Tings is like an
It's an
offensive
accent.
thing?
It's just a. It's just.
It's just an accent. It's just what
Or
they
like-
like. A ting is like a compliment. If you're a ting, that's like a big deal.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. I'm sorry.
A ting is like a
you're
gorgeous
right.
girl from like the Caribbean.
Okay, you're
ting,
right.
yeah.
It ain't like a
you're
big-
right. I'm wrong. See, that's funny. Ha.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I would go with though.
All right.
I'm gonna go with
Your grandmother's rolling over in her grave right now.
I can't. The Italian girls is too easy of a thing. I can't like. I got.
So that's like this is an alternative to Italian.
1000%.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
enough.
Exactly. So South Asian girls, Lebanese girls, and
Tings.
And the Tings.
The Tings got to be up there as well. Yeah, the Tings are up there as well for sure.
All right.
So we also can't forget about Albanian women too. You're all insane, but I do love Albanian girls.
Mark just loves women.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it brings me a lot of places. You
Mark's
know,
just a horny fuck.
she's just very respectable. You know what I'm
Respectable.
saying? Just
All
very
right.
respectful, man. You guys have anything else?
No, that's
No,
it.
let's end this.
Thank fucking God.
All right,
Thanks for
Mark.
coming on, man.
Thanks for coming through.
Hey, no problem.
We'll
man.
see you soon.
Look for Nickel Up everywhere. Coming soon.